This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Greenbay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they. There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Brought down.
He was taken down by Cassius Marsh.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Packers first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks. Touchdown, Packers! Mercedes Lewis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's tackled
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos Davis with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Down, 50, flag.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
The Jaguar 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Gain of 12.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. McConnelly's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Thompson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
1-yard gain.
We know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return is Urban. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they try the sweep to Jones. Running right through it.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
It's a gain of 5.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Here we go. 44.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Given 14 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Jaguars nothing.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll run here with Dillon. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Crosby for the extra point.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And able to find Conley. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The running back.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Nice move at the 40. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. K'Lavon Chaisson showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
47 Mike, 47, 88.
On the delay, Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 40-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
First down.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It leads to a deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The open man is Westbrook. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. 7 yards the pickup there.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Play action, it's Minshew. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
17, DJ Chark.
DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score.
Packers 24, Jaguars 13. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
He's not going to get me. 44, Mike.
They'll run it with Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. from the gun. Minshew to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Urban to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Greenbay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's complete to Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On first down, It's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The stop by Taven.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And able to find Conley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. He's got it complete to Thompson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Jaguars.
On the ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, a run with Thompson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown,
Chris Conley. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
A.J. Dillon.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run it again with Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Now Jones. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. They're riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
On the play.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Flush to his right. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. This one's going to be covered up by the Pack. Now, a loose football. The ball comes out.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Packers, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.